Imagine waking up one morning, rummaging through an old drawer, and finding a tiny copper penny, a 2009 Lincoln Professional penny with no mint mark. Now imagine that simple, forgotten coin transforming your entire life. A single cent suddenly worth over $1 million. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? But what if I told you it's not just a dream, it's a real chance, waiting quietly in the pockets and jars of millions of Americans right now? Most people pass these coins every single day without a second thought. They toss them into vending machines or leave them buried under couch cushions. But a rare few know the secrets, the hidden markers that separate a regular penny from a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. Why would a single 2009 penny with no mint mark hold such an extraordinary value? What makes it so mysterious and so fiercely hunted by collectors and investors across America? In 2009, the U.S. Mint released a special series of Lincoln pennies to celebrate his 200th birthday. One of these designs, known as the Professional Life Reverse, captured Lincoln standing in front of the Illinois state capitol. But hidden among these pennies are rare variations, certain pieces struck with microscopic errors, unexpected die changes, or pristine finishes that set them apart. These few coins are so scarce, collectors have been known to pay upwards of $1 million for the finest examples in uncirculated condition. But here's the shocking part: these million-dollar coins don't just live in museums or billionaire safes. They're out there in the wild, in old coin jars, dusty shoeboxes, or even in that jar labeled laundry change sitting on your kitchen counter. Right now, someone could be unknowingly holding a small fortune in their hand. Think about it. What would you do if you suddenly discovered $1 million penny? Would you finally pay off that mountain of debt? Would you retire early, travel the world, or buy your dream home by the beach? The possibilities are endless, but it all starts with one simple action: knowing exactly what to look for, and more importantly, how to sell it for maximum profit without falling into the traps that swallow so many hopeful sellers. The first and most critical step is authentication. Before you even think about listing or offering your coin to anyone, you must get it verified by a professional grading service. The two most trusted names in America are PCGS and NGC. These companies don't just certify your coin's authenticity, they also grade it on a scale that can instantly multiply its value by tens of thousands of dollars. A 2009 professional penny graded MS-69 or higher is a golden ticket. Imagine handing your coin to an expert and hearing the words, "This is $1 million piece." That single moment can change your life forever, but once graded, where should you sell it? This is where many people make tragic mistakes, losing thousands, sometimes even hundreds of thousands, in a single bad deal. Forget casual pawn shops or unverified online groups. The safest, most lucrative options include high-profile auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, or listing through reputable coin dealers who have a proven track record with rare U.S. coins. These channels ensure your penny is seen by serious collectors with deep pockets, driving the price sky high. Now let's talk about the most dangerous pitfall: impatience. Too many people get excited, list their coin too fast, and accept the first offer that looks big. But remember, your 2009 penny's value depends on timing and demand. Top collectors often wait for exclusive auctions or private events where bidding wars erupt. By carefully choosing your moment, you can ignite a frenzy that pushes your coin's final price far beyond your wildest imagination. How much could you walk away with today? Realistically, a verified 2009 no-mint mark professional penny in top condition can fetch anywhere from $50,000 to $1 million, depending on its grade and eye appeal. And even coins with lower grades can sell for $10,000 or more, still enough to pay off a car, eliminate credit card debt, or take that dream vacation you've postponed for years. Ask yourself, why let this chance slip away? Why leave your future to chance when you might already be sitting on a fortune? Take a moment tonight. Grab that dusty jar of coins or check that old wallet. Examine every 2009 penny closely. Do you see a no mint mark? Is it a crisp, sharp design? If so, you might be holding your ticket to a wealthy, stress-free life. And here's one last secret: the demand for these rare pennies isn't going away. In fact, As more collectors enter the market and as pristine examples vanish into private collections, prices are only set to soar. You're not just selling a coin, you're selling a piece of American history, a symbol of Lincoln's enduring legacy, and a trophy that collectors are willing to battle over. The final decision rests with you. Will you let this moment pass by, or will you seize it and transform your life forever? Because that small copper penny could be your doorway to a new chapter, one filled with freedom, luxury, and peace of mind. So tonight, as you turn off the lights and think about the life you truly want, remember, it might only be one penny away. Your future is waiting. The choice is yours. 2006 penny with a tiny D mint mark beneath the year. Your heart pounds. What if I told you that this single penny, yes, the same one you might have ignored for decades, could secretly hold the power to completely transform your life? A coin so underestimated that, in the right hands, has sold for up to $999,000 at high-stakes auctions. And the most shocking part? Most people throw it away without even knowing. You see, this 2060 penny isn't just a piece of metal. It's a ticket. A silent invitation to step into a world where a single coin can pay off your mortgage, wipe away your debts, and give you the freedom to finally breathe. But here's the haunting reality: millions of these pennies are still sitting unnoticed in jars, glove compartments, and junk drawers across America, waiting to be found by someone wise enough to look. Before you rush off to check your coin stash, let's unravel the hidden story behind this mysterious penny. The Denver Mint produced billions of pennies in 2006, but only a microscopic fraction carried rare die errors, off-center strikes, or unexpected double dies, those magical imperfections that transform a common coin into a collector's holy grail. Some collectors whisper about a small batch struck with a slightly misaligned die, creating a subtle yet unmistakable doubling in the date or Liberty lettering. Coins with this specific anomaly have shocked auction houses, pulling in eye-watering figures that left even seasoned collectors speechless. Imagine standing in front of an auction crowd, holding up your humble penny, and hearing the first bid thunder across the room at $50,000, then $100,000, and finally, an insane $999,000 hammer price. Can you feel that surge of adrenaline? That's the kind of life-altering moment most people only dream of. But to get there, you need to know exactly what to look for and, even more important, how to sell it to maximize every last dollar. Most beginners make one deadly mistake: they rush to local pawn shops or lowball online buyers, losing tens of thousands in potential profit. Let me ask you, would you sell your dream home at a yard sale price? Of course not. Your 2006 D penny deserves the same respect. The smartest sellers connect directly with certified coin dealers or reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. These platforms have a fiercely competitive audience hungry for rare errors and willing to fight over every last cent. This is where your simple penny can suddenly become the star of the show, but there's another trap waiting to catch you: authenticity. Many would-be millionaires get crushed when their coin fails professional grading. You must send your penny to trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC. These are not just simple evaluations, they're your golden keys. A certified grade turns your wordless piece of copper into a verified treasure, opening doors to serious collectors who don't just browse, they bid. Now pause for a second and imagine what your life could look like with an unexpected $999,000 windfall. No more juggling bills, no more suffocating credit card statements, no more choosing between your needs and your dreams. You could finally travel, upgrade your home, help your family, or simply wake up every morning knowing you're free. That is the emotional power hidden inside your spare change. So how exactly do you prepare your penny for this journey? Start by examining it under a 10x magnifying glass. Look for any doubling in the letters or numbers, slight shifts in design, or minting errors like die cracks or off-center strikes. If you see something unusual, resist the urge to clean it. Cleaning a coin can instantly destroy its value. Instead, handle it gently by the edges and place it in a soft, protective holder. Then, get in touch with a reputable grading service. Once graded, reach out to major auction houses and negotiate your entry terms. Don't be intimidated. Remember, you're the one holding the golden ticket. They know the worth, and so should you. By now, your mind might be racing. What if you already have this penny sitting at home? What if you've walked past a fortune every single day? Are you ready to check? Are you ready to change your life forever? Because here's the final secret: opportunities don't wait. Every day, collectors are combing through boxes, flea markets, and estate sales, hoping to find exactly what you might already own. The window to cash in on rare pennies is closing as awareness spreads and more people flood the market. If you hesitate, your moment might slip away. Tonight, when the world quiets down and you're alone with your thoughts, listen closely. That whisper you hear is possibility calling your name. The 2006 penny might be small, but it could carry the loudest echo of freedom you'll ever hear. You don't have to keep living in uncertainty. You don't have to keep putting off your dreams. Tomorrow could be the day you wake up not as someone who wished for wealth, but as someone who claimed it. Check your coins, trust the process, and take that first courageous step. Because the difference between an ordinary life and a legendary one might just be hiding in your pocket right now. What if I told you that this simple 2013 penny with no mint mark, sitting quietly in your drawer or tossed in your change jar, could be the key to a six-figure payday? Right now, across America, collectors are searching for this exact coin. And while most people are busy worrying about gas prices and mortgage rates, a few lucky individuals are quietly cashing in, transforming a single cent into a staggering $994,000 payout. Sounds impossible? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify, value, and sell this penny for maximum profit, and maybe, just maybe, step into a wealthy, stress-free life. You might be wondering, why the 2013 penny? After all, it's not ancient, it doesn't look rare, and there are millions of them floating around. But here's the secret that dealers don't want you to know: certain 2013 pennies without a mint mark hide microscopic details, errors, double dies, and subtle anomalies that make them astronomically valuable to the right buyer. Imagine the shock of finding out your last tip jar deposit contained a penny worth almost $1 million. Would you walk past that opportunity, or would you seize it with both hands? The 2013 penny, officially known as the Lincoln Shield cent, was minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark. Most of them are worth face value, but a handful escaped the mint with unique flaws that drive collectors wild. A doubling on the inscriptions, a slight misalignment on Lincoln's profile, or an unexpected die crack, these imperfections turn a basic coin into a legendary find. Think of it like finding a misprinted baseball card or a rare painting hidden behind a thrift store frame. One tiny detail, one overlooked error, and suddenly you're standing on a treasure chest. Imagine this: a retired mechanic in Ohio sells his 2013 penny after discovering a rare die break, cashing out for $94,500. Or the young single mother in Arizona who listed hers on a private auction and walked away with $127,000 overnight. These aren't fairy tales, these are real Americans rewriting their financial stories with nothing but an old penny. Can you feel the rush? The possibility that your coin jar might be worth more than your car, your mortgage, or even your entire savings account. Now, you might be gripping your seat, ready to sprint to your change jar, but hold on. Because how you sell this coin determines whether you walk away with life-changing money or pennies on the dollar. This is where most people fail. They rush to pawn shops or local buyers who wave a few $100 and snatch your fortune from your fingers. To truly maximize your profit, you need to know exactly where to sell. Start by getting your 2013 penny professionally graded. A reputable company like PCGS or NGC will authenticate the coin, document the errors, and assign it a grade that defines its value in the market. Without this certification, serious buyers won't even look at your listing. After grading, avoid local gold and coin shops. These middlemen thrive on desperate sellers and often resell your coin for 10 times what they paid. Instead, list it in high-profile auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, or even in private coin collector networks online. Here, competition drives the price up, sometimes beyond $994,000, especially if the coin's error is among the rarest known. Picture this: a heated bidding war on your penny, collectors throwing out numbers you never imagined possible. each bid pushing you closer to the day you can pay off your debts, buy your dream car, or finally take that Mediterranean cruise you've always wanted. But here's the harsh truth: this dream can vanish in an instant if you make rookie mistakes. Listing without certification, taking the first lowball offer, or ignoring international buyers who often pay premium prices. These missteps can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Ask yourself this: when was the last time you truly believed your life could change overnight? Right now, that chance is sitting in your pocket. That ordinary penny could fund your child's education, your retirement home by the beach, or simply give you the freedom to wake up without financial anxiety ever again. This isn't just about a coin, it's about unlocking the life you've been too scared to imagine. You may wonder if you're too late, if all the valuable 2013 pennies are already scooped up by professional collectors. But here's the twist: most Americans still don't know about these rare errors. Millions of coins sit untouched in jars, under car seats, and in old wallets, waiting for someone brave enough to look closely. It's not too late, it's the perfect moment. So tonight, instead of scrolling endlessly or worrying about tomorrow's bills, dump out your coin jar. Check every 2013 penny. Look for doubling on the inscriptions, strange lines, unexpected cracks. And when you find it, because someone watching this will, remember these steps: get it graded, list it with the right auction house, and hold your ground when the bids start rolling. In the end, this isn't just about a penny. It's about rewriting your story. About finally stepping into that version of you who lives with abundance, security, and joy. About breaking free from the grind and laughing at the idea that a single coin, worth only 1 cent to most, could set you free. That if you're ready to turn a forgotten penny into a golden ticket, act now. Your future self is waiting at the finish line, cheering you on. Don't let them down. Check your coins, follow the strategy, and watch as the impossible becomes your new reality. Because sometimes, the smallest things hold the biggest fortunes. 2014 penny with no mint mark that could be your golden ticket to a life of freedom, luxury, and no more financial stress. What if I told you that a simple, overlooked coin from 2014 could fetch you as much as $991,000 today? It sounds impossible, right? But let me show you why. Thousands of Americans are scrambling to find this exact penny before it's too late. People spend years chasing side hustles, stressing over stock markets, and betting on crypto. Yet, a tiny copper coin, sitting quietly in your kitchen drawer, might be the missing piece to your dream life. Why is this 2014 penny so special? Why are collectors fighting over it at private auctions, and why do some even cross the country just to secure one? The story behind this coin is not just about metal and numbers, it's a story of unexpected fortune, hidden treasure, and a chance to change your destiny overnight. In 2014, millions of pennies were minted, but among them, a few slipped through the cracks without a mint mark. While most people toss them into jars without a second thought, seasoned collectors know these no mint mark 2014 pennies are the ultimate underdogs of American numismatics. They symbolize a mistake, a flaw that transforms a penny worth 1 cent into a near $1 million artifact. Think about it: one error in production turns a regular penny into a prize more valuable than a luxury sports car or a beachfront villa. Now, imagine standing at the counter of an auction house. Your heart pounds as the bidding war begins. One collector offers $250,000, another counters with $500,000, and before you know it, the final hammer comes down at $991,000. And that's just one documented case. Could yours be the next to break a record? But here's the chilling truth. Every day you wait, more people flood the market, more coins get discovered, and your chances of cashing in at the highest price slip away. That's why acting today isn't just an option, it's a necessity. So, how do you turn this copper miracle into cash without getting scammed or undersold? First, you need to verify that your 2014 penny truly has no mint mark. Under a bright light, carefully examine the area below the year. If you see no tiny letter, no D for Denver or S for San Francisco, you might be holding the exact treasure collectors dream of. But beware, thousands of fakes circulate online, and one mistake can cost you everything. Next, avoid selling at local pawn shops or casual Facebook listings. Most of them prey on desperate sellers, offering mere pennies on the dollar. Instead, connect directly with reputable auction houses or certified coin dealers. Sites like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbauer specialize in rare coins and can connect you with serious buyers willing to pay a fortune for the right piece. Here's a shocking question: did you know some sellers have unknowingly accepted $5 or $10 for these rare coins? Yes, people have literally thrown away life-changing wealth because they didn't know where or how to sell. Don't be that person. Your mission is to protect your coin like a winning lottery ticket until it reaches the right hands. Once you have a verified no mint mark 2014 penny, get it professionally graded. Companies like PCGS or NGC will give your coin an official grade, which boosts your credibility and helps secure top dollar offers. Imagine a collector holding your graded coin in a plush, velvet case, offering you a life-changing check on the spot. That's not a fantasy, it's happening right now across America. Let's pause for a moment. Can you picture the look on your family's faces when you show them a check for nearly $1 million? Can you feel the relief of paying off every debt, upgrading your home, or taking that dream vacation you always postponed? This isn't just about selling a penny, it's about rewriting your life story forever. So, where exactly should you sell? After grading, list it at major auction events or through high-end online platforms with direct access to elite collectors. Always demand transparency, read seller agreements carefully, and watch out for hidden fees. Remember, one wrong decision could slash your payout by tens of thousands. At this point, you might be thinking, should I hold on to it longer to wait for an even higher price? That's a dangerous gamble. Prices are high now, and more discoveries in the coming years could flood the market and push prices down. The window to strike is open today, but it won't stay open forever. Many people wonder why they've never heard of this penny before. That's the magic. The best treasures are always hidden in plain sight, waiting for someone brave enough to act. You don't need a metal detector, a treasure map, or a risky investment plan. You just need courage, awareness, and the willingness to believe that your old jar of coins might hold your future. As you walk away from the auction with that check in your hand, you're not just richer, you're free. Free to make choices on your terms, to live without constant financial anxiety, and to finally breathe easy knowing you made the smartest move of your life. But it all starts with a single step: check your coins, verify that no mint mark, grade it professionally, and sell it to the highest, most reputable buyer before it's too late. Because every second you hesitate, someone else finds their fortune. So tonight, when the world is quiet and you're alone with your thoughts, ask yourself, is there a hidden millionaire sitting quietly in your drawer? And are you ready to claim the life you truly deserve? Your future is waiting, one 2014 penny away. Yes, a single 2015 penny with no mint mark could hold the power to change your life forever, if you know exactly how to find it, sell it, and turn it into a small fortune. But here's the catch: most people throw these coins away without a second thought, never realizing they've just lost the ticket to a stress-free, wealthy life. Now, what if I told you that this tiny coin could pay off your mortgage, buy you that dream beach house, and still leave enough to secure your future? Would you ignore it or lean in closer? Because tonight, we're about to uncover the exact steps to unlock the hidden fortune in your pocket change. And I promise, you'll never look at pennies the same way again. It all starts with a simple question: what makes the 2015 penny so special? Most people see it as just another copper coin. But hidden among millions are rare pieces struck without a mint mark, carrying tiny imperfections or double die errors that collectors crave like a hidden treasure map. These errors are so rare that when one is discovered in pristine condition, auction houses can't wait to get their hands on it. Last year alone, one of these 2015 no-mint mark pennies fetched nearly $988,000 at a private auction, shocking even the most experienced numismatists. But here's where it gets interesting: not all 2015 pennies are equal. Some hold no value beyond a single cent, while others, those elusive error coins, become the golden ticket. So, how do you tell the difference? This is where 99% of people fail. Most folks don't even flip the coin to look for doubling on the inscriptions, or subtle die cracks that look like faint scars on Lincoln's portrait. And that's precisely why you need to pay attention, because the moment you hold one of these rare coins, you're literally holding a life-changing opportunity. Think for a moment. What would you do if you suddenly discovered a six-figure treasure in your old coin jar? Would you rush to sell it immediately, or would you carefully plan to maximize your profit? Most people, driven by excitement, make costly mistakes. They sell to local pawn shops or to the first online buyer who promises quick cash, often losing tens of thousands of dollars in potential value. So, how do you sell it the right way? First, you must get it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. This step alone can multiply your coin's value dramatically. A penny in pristine condition, once officially graded as MS 67 or higher, could become a lightning rod for serious collectors and investors, sparking bidding wars that push prices to the sky. Next, choose your marketplace wisely. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers specialize in rare coins and have an audience of eager high-net-worth buyers. These are not your average eBay customers. These are seasoned collectors who understand the true worth of a rare 2015 penny with no mint mark and are willing to pay top dollar for it. But remember, patience here is your greatest weapon. The longer you wait for the right buyer, the bigger your final payday. And now, let's talk about where most people slip up. They forget to document the coin's story. Every tiny detail, when you found it, where, under what circumstances, becomes part of its legend. A powerful backstory can emotionally hook buyers, making them feel as if they're not just buying a coin but owning a piece of living history. Imagine telling your buyer that this penny lay hidden in your father's old toolbox for a decade before revealing itself to you like a message from the past. That story alone can add an extra layer of magic, pushing collectors to outbid each other beyond logic. But I have to warn you, in this world, the difference between a penny that pays for your vacation and a penny that funds your entire retirement comes down to knowledge and timing. Miss the signs, rush the sale, or trust the wrong buyer, and you might watch your potential fortune evaporate into thin air. Ask yourself, do you want to be the person who regrets tossing away $1 million penny, or the one who retires early on a private yacht? Because tonight, you have a choice. You can ignore that old jar of coins in your kitchen, or you can start digging for the hidden king among them, the 2015 penny with no mint mark that could turn your life upside down in the best possible way. Imagine handing over your keys to the bank and paying off your debts in a single breath. Imagine waking up without the crushing weight of bills, knowing that a single tiny coin paved your path to freedom. That dream isn't reserved for the lucky few, it's waiting for anyone brave enough to look deeper, learn the secrets, and act decisively. So, before you walk away tonight, grab your old pennies. Hold each one like it might be your last chance at a different life. Check every curve, every letter, every small detail, because the 2015 no mint mark penny doesn't announce its value, it hides it, waiting for a true treasure hunter to unlock its magic. Once you find it, follow the right steps, get it graded, craft its story, choose your auction house carefully, and hold the line for the highest bidder. Only then can you claim the full reward and finally step into the life you deserve, a life without financial chains, a life filled with choices, travel, freedom, and endless possibilities. The question is no longer if these rare pennies exist. They do. The only real question left is, will you find one before someone else does? Or will you leave it behind for another dreamer to claim your fortune? Don't let this be another missed opportunity. Start searching, start believing, and start transforming your small change into life-changing money today. Because the next time you hear someone say, "It's just a penny," you'll know better. You'll know it's your hidden $1 million miracle waiting to be discovered. They say an ordinary penny can't change your life. But what if I told you that a single 2017 penny with a small P mint mark could rewrite your future, wipe away your debts, and give you the freedom you've always dreamed of? Imagine waking up tomorrow with an extra $985,000 in your bank account, all because of a coin you almost forgot about. Sound impossible? Let me show you why it's not. In 2017, something quietly extraordinary happened in the U.S. Mint's history. For the first time ever, the Philadelphia Mint placed a P mint mark on the humble penny. It was a quiet nod to the Mint's 225th anniversary, a detail so subtle that most Americans missed it entirely. But collectors? They saw a golden opportunity. Because this wasn't just any penny. It was a symbol of history, a turning point, a secret sleeping in millions of pockets. And right now, it's one of the most hunted modern coins in America. Picture this. You're cleaning out an old jar in your garage, and your fingers brush against a dull, copper coin. You look closely, and there it is. That tiny pea, almost laughing at you. Suddenly, that jar isn't just spare change. It's your ticket out. But here's the terrifying truth: if you don't know how to sell it, you might lose everything. You might let it go for $1 or $2, when its true value could skyrocket to $985,000 in private auctions or high-end collector markets. Imagine handing away a fortune simply because you didn't know the steps. Why is this penny so special? Think about it: a one-year design, a first-ever mint mark, and extremely limited quantities in pristine condition. Most people damaged theirs in circulation, or tossed them aside, blind to what they truly held. The top coin brokers are calling this penny a modern legend. And collectors? They're practically fighting each other to own the cleanest, untouched examples. Some have even paid upwards of $10,000 for a single near-perfect specimen, and market whispers say a flawless, museum-grade piece could break $985,000 as collectors battle to be the first to secure a legacy piece. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where can I sell it? Who will actually pay me? The answer might surprise you. You see, your local pawn shops and small-time dealers will never offer full value. They prey on your ignorance and your desperation. But the real money? It's waiting in high-profile online auction houses, certified coin shows, and private investor networks. The secret is authentication. You need to get your 2017 penny certified by trusted grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Once graded, your coin transforms from a common penny into an elite, verified asset that wealthy collectors trust. Think about this carefully: one careless scratch, one wrong cleaning method, and you might destroy thousands, even hundreds of thousands, of potential profit. That's why you should never, under any circumstances, polish or clean your coin yourself. Many people ruin their shot at a life-changing payday by scrubbing their coins, trying to make them look pretty. The truth? Collectors want originality, natural wear, untouched surfaces. The more authentic it looks, the higher they'll pay. Ask yourself, what would you do if you suddenly had an extra $985,000? Would you pay off the house? Move to the beach? Finally start that business you've always dreamed of? This isn't just about a coin. It's about rewriting your life story. But to claim this dream, you need to act with strategy, patience, and ironclad knowledge. The clock is ticking, and every day that passes, another collector snatches up the last remaining high-grade examples. Let me give you another crucial piece of this puzzle: where you list your coin matters more than you think. Sites like eBay can expose you to millions of buyers worldwide, but they also attract lowballers and scammers. Heritage auctions, Great Collections, and Stax Bowers, however, are specialized platforms trusted by elite collectors. These auction houses actively promote rare coins to private buyers who are willing to pay top dollar. You could list that same 2017 penny and watch bids climb from a few hundred to hundreds of thousands, all in a single night. And here's something most sellers never consider: storytelling sells. When you present your coin, include its origin, its significance, and its flawless condition. Wealthy buyers aren't just buying metal, they're buying a story they can brag about to their friends, a slice of American history they can hold in their hands. You're not just a seller, you're a storyteller, shaping the emotional journey that makes your coin irresistible. Right now, someone out there is plotting to grab the last few pristine 2017 pennies left on the market. They know prices could explode in the next decade, turning today's $10,000 coin into tomorrow's $1,000,000 treasure. Will you be the one cashing in? Or will you watch from the sidelines as others transform spare change into generational wealth? Imagine telling your friends that a coin they tossed aside gave you a new life. The power to travel anywhere, to live free of debt, to secure your children's future, all from a coin smaller than a quarter. But here's the final, most important step: once you've certified your coin and chosen your auction platform, resist the urge to rush. Time it strategically. Announce it during peak collector season, usually spring or early fall, when demand and emotions run highest. And never accept the first offer. Let the tension build, let collectors fight for it, let them push the price to the sky. Your 2017 penny might look small and worthless right now, but behind that copper surface hides a secret worth up to $985,000. Only a handful will ever unlock this secret, and most people will remain in the dark, trading their fortune for pennies on the dollar. But not you. You know better now. So, tonight when you look at that old jar of coins or that drawer you haven't checked in years, remember this story. That humble penny might be the door to your freedom, your ultimate rebirth, your legacy. Don't just collect coins. Collect opportunities. And this, my friend, might be the most powerful opportunity of your lifetime. But what if I told you that a simple 2018 mint mark penny, yes, the one you might already have hiding in a dusty jar, could be your golden ticket to a life beyond the ordinary? There's a reason collectors across the country are scrambling to get their hands on this exact coin, and tonight, you're going to discover why. Right now, thousands of Americans are unknowingly sitting on pennies that could be worth up to $980,000. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $1 million for a coin most people toss aside without a second thought. But only a few know the secret codes and rare markers that make these coins so insanely valuable. And if you don't know what to look for, you might accidentally give away your future wealth in a pocketful of spare change. Ask yourself this: what would it feel like to wake up tomorrow and know you'll never have to worry about bills again? To finally say yes to the vacations you've postponed, the dream home you've sketched in your mind, the freedom to live on your own terms. All of this could start with one penny. But only if you know how to identify it, how to market it, and, most importantly, how to sell it the right way without getting scammed or underpaid. The 2018 penny was minted in Denver, a city known for pushing out billions of coins every year. But among these billions hides a tiny fraction of errors so rare they make collectors lose sleep at night. We're talking about double dies, off-center strikes, and a handful of misaligned mint marks that can skyrocket a coin's value from a single cent to nearly $1 million. But here's the catch: these errors are so subtle that only the trained eye can catch them. And tonight, I'm going to train your eye. You might be wondering, why would anyone pay so much for a penny? It's because these errors are living pieces of American history. They are mistakes that should have never existed, and yet they survived, slipping into circulation and becoming the ultimate treasure hunt for collectors. When a 2018 penny with a dramatic double die error was discovered, it stunned the entire numismatic community and was estimated at over $980,000 in private offers. Imagine being the lucky owner of that single penny. Now, you might feel a rush of excitement or maybe even fear that you've already spent such a coin without knowing. But don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly what to look for and how to check each penny you own. Take out your magnifying glass and inspect the lettering carefully. Look for letters that appear doubled, especially around Liberty or the date. Examine the mint mark. If it's even slightly misaligned, you might be sitting on a fortune. Every detail matters, and missing even one small sign could mean losing life-changing money, but identifying the penny is only half the battle. You also need to know where to sell it and how to protect yourself from ruthless middlemen. Never, ever rush to pawn shops or local dealers who will offer you pennies on the dollar for your treasure. Instead, connect directly with certified coin auction houses or list your coin on specialized numismatic marketplaces where serious collectors gather. Heritage auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections are among the safest and most reputable places to auction these rare finds. And here's a crucial mistake most people make: they fail to get their coins graded. A professional grading from PCGS or NGC can elevate your coin's credibility and value by up to 10 times. Think about that: your $10,000 coin could easily leap to $100,000 with the right certification. This is where many dreams shatter because people underestimate the power of official grading. Don't let that be your story. Now, imagine listing your 2018 penny, certified and authenticated, and watching collectors battle each other in a bidding war, pushing the price higher and higher. Picture seeing that final winning bid, $980,000, and knowing that your patience, your eye for detail, and your courage to act turned a forgotten penny into your ultimate financial breakthrough, but don't think this opportunity will last forever. As awareness spreads, more coins will be found, and the value could start to dip. This is why timing is everything. You need to act now, before your million-dollar moment slips through your fingers forever. Ask yourself, how many other chances in life do you get to turn a single cent into a lifetime of abundance? So tonight, go through your old jars, your drawers, even that change cup in your car. Check every 2018 D penny with care. Because each one holds a possibility, a promise of a new life. Don't let it become another ghost story of missed chances. Your future is waiting, shimmering in the smallest, most unexpected place. It's not just a penny. It's a doorway to freedom, a symbol of what's possible when you dare to look closer and believe in the impossible. Check your coins. Get them graded. Sell smart. And watch your dreams come to life, 1 cent at a time. But here's the terrifying reality: every single day, people unknowingly spend these life-changing pennies at gas stations or toss them into tip jars, losing fortunes without even knowing it. What if I told you that right now, in your home, you might be sitting on the very key to financial freedom? That 1 penny could finally end your money worries, pay off your debts, or fund the dream vacation you've been promising yourself for years. So why are these 2020 D pennies commanding such insane value? The answer lies in a tiny detail most people overlook. In 2020, the Denver Mint released a limited batch of pennies with microscopic die errors and striking anomalies, minting quirks so rare they've driven collectors into a frenzy. And when collectors go wild, prices skyrocket to unimaginable heights. Close your eyes for a moment and picture the joy of opening your old change jar and realizing you're holding a piece worth more than some luxury cars or even a small house. That's not just money. That's freedom. But it's a freedom most people will never taste, because they don't know where to look, how to sell, or what traps to avoid. You might be wondering, how do I actually cash out on this miracle coin? The first step is to confirm its authenticity. Check for a strong, sharp D mint mark below the date. Any doubling or subtle design shifts might signal a rare error variant. If you spot one, your next move must be strategic, because this is where most people fail and lose out on tens of thousands of dollars. Selling such a high-value penny isn't like selling an old toy on eBay. You need to think like a seasoned treasure hunter. Get it professionally graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. Why? Because a graded and certified coin can command up to 10 times the price of an uncertified one. I've seen stories where an uncertified error penny sold for a few $100, while a properly graded identical coin sold later for nearly $1 million. Once your penny is certified, you must choose the right marketplace. Avoid casual listings on general auction sites at first. Impatient buyers often push you into quick, lowball offers. Instead, target specialized coin auctions and dedicated numismatic conventions, where serious collectors compete in bidding wars that drive prices to the moon. Heritage auctions, stacks bowers, and even certain exclusive Facebook groups can become your goldmine. Now, a critical warning: never rush to sell just because someone waves cash in your face. Scammers and opportunists prey on new sellers every single day. If your heart is pounding and you're imagining fast money, slow down. The difference between a desperate sale and a patient, strategic one could mean hundreds of thousands of dollars extra in your pocket. Pause for a second and ask yourself, what would you do if a tiny, ordinary-looking penny handed you nearly $1 million overnight? Would you retire early? Would you buy that lake house? Or finally give your kids the future you always dreamed for them? This isn't just about flipping a coin. It's about transforming your entire life. And the best part? You can start tonight. Pull out that jar of change you've been ignoring. Check your old piggy banks. Scan through every 2020 penny you find, especially those with the D mint mark. Every second that passes, another collector is out there hunting, and they might find your dream coin before you even look. Once you've identified a potential treasure, protect it immediately. Place it in a soft coin holder, keep it away from moisture, and avoid excessive handling. Every scratch or smudge can rob you of thousands. The moment you see that coin sealed in a graded slab, your heartbeat will race. You'll realize you're no longer holding a penny, you're holding a secret fortune, a hidden key to a new chapter of your life. And remember, true wealth isn't just about money. It's about security, freedom, and the power to finally breathe without fear of the next bill, the next emergency, the next sacrifice. That 2020 penny could be your escape hatch from stress, a golden ticket to a life most people only see on TV. So, tonight, when the world is quiet, and you hear that little voice inside whispering about your big dreams, know this: you're only one coin away from turning your wildest fantasies into reality. The question is, are you brave enough to look? Don't let another day slip through your fingers. The clock is ticking, and every 2020 penny you don't check might just be the $1 million chance you let walk out the door. Start now. Change your destiny forever. Now imagine that very penny transforming into a check worth $973,000, enough to pay off every debt, buy your dream home, and finally live the peaceful, wealthy life you've always imagined. What if I told you that one of the most overlooked coins in America today, the 2021 penny with the D mint mark, could hold that exact power, but only if you know exactly how to find it, sell it, and avoid devastating mistakes that could cost you everything? This isn't just another coin story. This is the story of a modern treasure that hides in plain sight, a coin minted in Denver, passed through millions of hands, and yet almost no one realizes that certain rare errors and variations in this 2021 penny could turn you into an overnight millionaire. The shocking part? Most people are literally spending these pennies without even looking twice. Do you know what to look for? Or will you be one of those who miss out forever? In 2021, the U.S. Mint in Denver produced millions of Lincoln pennies. But deep inside those billions of copper-plated zinc coins, there are a few rare misstrikes, double dies, and off-center errors that collectors crave like gold. These tiny mistakes, invisible to the naked eye unless you know exactly where to look, have sent bidding wars skyrocketing at auction houses across America. One rare specimen even sparked a private collector to offer an eye-watering $973,000, breaking records no one thought possible for such a modern coin. How could a simple penny reach that price? Because scarcity fuels desire, and desire writes million-dollar checks. Now, before you race to your change jar, let's ask the question that could change your life. How do you sell a 2021 penny for maximum profit without getting scammed or settling for pennies on the dollar? This is where most people fail. They run to the nearest pawn shop, accept a quick $20, and walk away thinking they made a good deal. Meanwhile, the shop owner flips it at auction for hundreds of thousands. Heartbreaking, right? First, you must identify whether your penny truly belongs to that elite club of ultra-rare coins. Check for doubled images on Lincoln's eye or on the words, "In God We Trust." Look for subtle shifts on the date or mint mark. Use a magnifier. This single step alone could mean the difference between a worthless penny and life-changing money. You're not just examining metal, you're holding a golden ticket that could set your entire family free. Once you're certain, resist every urge to rush. Never sell to the first buyer you find online or on local classifieds. Those places are crawling with opportunists waiting to steal your fortune for scraps. Instead, get your coin professionally graded and authenticated by services like PCGS or NGC. With official certification, you instantly shift the power dynamic. Suddenly, you're not begging for offers, collectors are fighting for yours. After grading, connect with reputable auction houses specializing in rare U.S. coins. Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections have all handled million-dollar pennies in the past. These venues attract high-net-worth buyers who crave these errors and will pay top dollar to outbid rivals. Picture this: your penny on a national stage, driving a bidding war so intense that it echoes across the country. Imagine watching the price climb, your heart pounding, until that final gavel drops and you see $973,000 next to your name. But what about buying these pennies? Is there a way to get in before the gold rush? The truth is, smart investors are already combing through bank rolls and bulk penny bags straight from the bank. They hunt relentlessly, sifting through thousands of coins every single night, hoping to catch the next misstrike that everyone else missed. You can do the same. Open bank rolls, search methodically, and train your eyes for those microscopic differences. Your next million might be sitting in a plastic coin tube right now. Here's the biggest mistake sellers make: they let fear drive them into quick, low offers. Fear of not finding a buyer. Fear of the market crashing. Fear that someone will call them crazy for believing a penny can be worth 6 figures. But remember, fortune rewards the patient and the informed. You must control the narrative, hold your ground, and demand what your treasure deserves. Because this is not just a coin, it's a weapon against debt, a key to financial freedom, a chance to rewrite your entire story. And as the sun sets tonight, you might be tempted to forget this video and toss that handful of pennies into a jar by the door. But think about this: one of those coins could hold the exact error that makes it a 6-figure legend. Will you be the one who finally notices? Or will you let it slip away into the hands of someone bolder, someone who chooses to act, someone who wakes up tomorrow debt-free and unstoppable? The 2021 penny isn't merely a piece of change. It's a challenge to your mindset. A symbol that wealth is always hiding where others refuse to look. You now hold the knowledge, the secret path to transform something worthless into generational wealth. The question is, what will you do next? Will you dig into your jars, sort every roll, and hold that magnifier like a sword in battle? Will you list your rare penny with confidence, prepared to face the highest bidders? Or will you walk away, forever haunted by the thought of what could have been? The choice is yours. But know this: opportunity waits for no one. And tonight, someone out there is discovering their $1 million penny. Why not you? Why not today?